Hey everyone, this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Although I am a licensed clinician, I'm also just a person. I love to be able to be in my real life and speak from that point. And that's where this podcast is coming from. So enjoy.
Searching for truth, looking for answers. There must be a way to another day.
Hey. Hey.
Why are you trying to do some new shit?
I don't know. Hey guys, what's up? It's Aaliyah.
And Joe drinking some fresh agua.
We literally had a serious panic moment right before this podcast. So Joe thought he lost his wallet, and we literally called off the search. Like, we were calling off the search.
It's been a slow build all day. Like, I wasn't really worried about it most of the morning. And then, hold on. And then, then it just slowly got more panicky as the day went on.
I mean, I
we
left
lurked
my
in
house.
every spot.
Like, I told myself today I wasn't going to leave the house, considering it's like 17 degrees outside, and that doesn't even make sense to me. So I was like, I'm not going anywhere. And then it was like this wild situation that I had to get in the car, bundle my kid up, freezing.
I didn't even ask you to go down there. You just went like a good wife.
Well, I went really because I was like, well, I could also bring my ring in to get fixed.
Oh, right.
So it was like a whole thing. Right. Wasn't anywhere. I went to the cafe while it was gone. And then it was like about 20 minutes ago, I was like, I think we just need to call this off.
Because the only place we went yesterday was this little cafe for literally like 15 minutes just to get a little hot chocolate or whatever. And that was it. And I know I had my wallet then. So anyways.
Long story short, what ended up happening is that as I called the search off, my amazing friend hits me up and she's like, girl, just found Joe's wallet in my purse. Now that happened, we have no idea how, but my girl and I had a mom's night out last night. We went in hard.
Yeah.
And came back home
that's
a whole other story. Yeah. Came back home all fucking drunk and shit. And then somehow the wallet went in Kate's purse. And here we are.
Crazy.
Now we have the wallet. It was insane. Yeah, my night last night was pretty great. Pretty great.
Yeah.
Pretty grand.
Where did you go?
So there's this. Okay, so first we went to this restaurant called Revival on Main Street in East Greenwich. If you guys have never been there and you're from Rhode Island, definitely go because the food was amazing. I had this like mushroom risotto, gluten free, and it had like chicken confit in it. It was insane. So we started there with some Sauvignon Blancs. And then we went...
Mind you, Aaliyah doesn't really drink.
I don't drink, right. Like, I'm not a drinker. It's not my thing anymore. Been there, done that. I'm grossed out by it.
You know, you have like one here.
I have like moment, yeah.
Once every other week or something.
And usually one glass of wine does it for me. Yeah. So if I have one glass of wine, I'll drink a glass of wine and I'm like, woo, like I'm already tipsy. So at this point...
she's by herself.
I'm by myself.
I wasn't there.
Actually, it's me and my friend by myself, which this isn't going to be a good mix. So... we both at the restaurant had like 2 glasses of wine, no big deal. I was feeling good. I was leaned in, all like we had this corner, this like VIP section, and just like hanging out. And then I was like, well, Joe told me not to come home early because he has this stupid fucking Star Trek or whatever Star Wars.
We went over the whole Star Wars
show that he wants to watch. So
one thing that I watch is the Boba Fett thing that came out in
whatever
Disney,
that
and
is.
I was like,
so then my girl was like, well then, I mean, my husband told me the same thing, and I was like, well, fuck it, let's go to the bar. So we go next door and we take our old selves over next door to the bar where it's filled with nothing but young 23-year-olds thriving in their fun lives, just having a blast. So we get there and we have no idea what to order because I haven't had liquor. Like, I haven't had a mixed drink. Like, I just drink wine.
Yeah, so what'd you drink?
So we got fancy. And then I ordered something from their menu, their cocktail menu. There was vodka. I see grapefruit. I see cucumber, something. And then I had 2 of those.
Damn.
And then Kate had 2 of hers. And all I remember after that was...
Hold on, that was it? You had the 1 glass of wine plus the 2 drinks?
2 glasses of wine.
Because you were pretty fucking blasted.
No, 2 glasses of wine and 2 drinks. I know, because this is it now. Like, I can't drink, you know?
I'm literally here. So this is at, 11 o'clock at night last night. I was like, she's not home yet. So then, long story, I'm down. I'm literally right here working on getting all the podcasts ready for today with my friend, and we're doing our thing on the live and shit, just adjusting, I'm like working at fucking 11 o'clock at night, right? And then I get this text, you should, are you awake? We're going to come over, and Kate's going to bring her husband, we're going to hang out and play foosball or whatever. I was like, all right. So I tell my buddy, I'm like, literally, in about 5 minutes... the whole gang's going to bust in here drunk, and they're going to want to do all kinds of things, and I'm going to have to go. So that's what happened, and it was fun. We hung out for a little bit, and, didn't get too crazy.
I do have to say, I do want to go just a little bit really quickly because we have some time before we actually welcome Rhode Island Probz to the show today, who I started following because the shit that they post is hysterical with these, like, words that people from Rhode Island say and how they say them, and I thought it was the best thing ever. And so now they're on the show, and I'm super psyched. But prior to them coming on the show, I just want to run down. So this was like my first night actually really like out with like my friends in Rhode Island, like going to a bar. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't really been to a bar. And it was just like restaurants that I go to. So it was my first bar experience.
Did you hear all the bar goers? Like,
I heard. Yeah, it was. Yeah. It actually had me cracking up. But what I noticed, and no disrespect, this is just an observation. What I noticed is that the male population of good-looking men in Rhode Island is a lot higher than good-looking women. And I don't know if it's just this
could just
bar
be this area too,
or just or just what it is. But I was like, damn, and I have no problem being like, that chick is hot. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe a lot of girls just like, you know what we used to say back in the day? This just reminds me. We used to say that the girls hibernate in the wintertime. Like the good-looking girls, they just hibernate because they don't want to go out. You know?
They weren't really out. There was one girl that had like no makeup on. She was gorge, long hair, so just like authentic. And I told her, and I was like, you're fucking beautiful. But everything else was just hot, young guys walking in with their Rhode Island lingo. And then I'd be like, how old are you? And they'd be like 23. And I'd be like, man, if I was your age again, not married, not have a kid, you could get it. That's what I was saying all night.
He was like, thanks, Mom.
That's what I was saying all night. That's what I was saying. Like, my friend was dancing on the dance floor in her own little, like, thing. And I'm like, so you're 23? Oh my God, I would like totally have sex with you if I was like 23 again and not this was what was this. And then we were like loudly being like, we're 40. Like it was so bad. It was so bad.
I'm glad I wasn't there to see that.
Oh my God, it was. And actually, this one kid was like, oh, where's your husband? And I was like, my husband's not here, but please, we're like really secure with ourselves, so it's fine.
He's at home watching my kid. That's what you should have said. I was at home eating all kinds of food on the couch, doing whatever I wanted for God knows how long, because it could only last a half hour, but it was actually multiple hours.
It was multiple hours. It was a long time.
Eating food and watching Boba Fett.
It was a long time for me. And then actually Kate looked at me and she was like, because we were talking about all the hot young guys walking in, and Kate was like, yeah, but Joe is like really good looking. And I was like, my husband's fucking hot. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Like he's like the hottest. Like, so these people have nothing on my husband. But if I was 23 before I met my husband, I would have had sex with him.
Plus 23-year-old guys, they don't know anything. They're all dumb.
Nothing.
No offense, but I was one too. You just don't. You think you know, but you don't really know. No, actually, what it is like we were talking about this last night, and we were saying that we're like envious of their mentality because They're not even thinking. They're not thinking about responsibilities and shit. They're just like,
Having
we're
fun.
gonna go get bombed and pick up some chicks.
Having a blast.
The end. They only got 2 objectives. That's it.
Gonna go out and get fucked up and pick up some chicks.
That's it.
That's for the guys' thought. The girls are, I don't know what the girls are thinking, but when I used
They're
to go
probably thinking
out,
the same thing.
Yeah, because
for the
when I
guys.
used to go out at that age, my thought process was, I'm gonna get fucked up and I'm gonna meet some hot fucking guy and hook up. That was my thought process.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So that was our night last night. I mean, it's not really, it might be not exciting to some people, but that was an exciting night over
So
there.
exciting. So
An
exciting.
exciting night.
I can't keep my hands off of you right now.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
All right.
Let's get going.
Yeah, let's see what Rhode Island Probz is up to. I know, you guys. If anybody is from Rhode Island or lives in Rhode Island, most likely you've probably posted one of their memes before or reposted.
Yeah, their
or
memes
whatever.
are classic. And we've actually read their memes, we've had episodes.
Yeah,
where
we had an episode where we actually kind of
literally
really-
shared a lot of their posts with you guys.
Yeah.
They're the ones who taught me that car keys are pronounced khakis,
khakis.
khakis, spelled KAHKIS.
So yes, it is a husband and wife, and let's see where they're at right now. They should be ready to roll, I think. Hey.
Hi.
There we go. Hi, guys.
Hi. What's up? Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you
Back
too.
that up a little bit. There we go.
What's going on? Why don't you introduce yourselves real quick?
So I'm Russ.
I'm
This is
Erin.
Russ and Erin.
Julie.
Russ and
The only two behind our Probz.
I love it. I love it. So I'm Aaliyah, and then you guys met Joe.
Yeah.
So it's so cool because I'm originally from New York, but I've been living in South Florida, like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, since I was like 19. So moving out here is like a huge adjustment for me. Right. So I'm on Instagram one day and I'm just kind of like scrolling, and then you guys just kind of popped up as like suggestions. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I click and then I start reading stuff and then I see the lingo that you guys are using in terms of Rhode Island lingo. And then I was like, oh my God, this is like so amazing because I can learn things, right? Like I can learn from this because I'm hearing all this stuff and I'm like, I don't know what you guys are saying. And what prompted this, just so that you fully really get this picture, was my husband's aunt and uncle came over to our house one day, and they are originally from here, live here, New Englanders all the way. Okay,
Yeah, you guys might not know this one. Right?
yeah, okay, all the way. So they come over. We just moved in. They bring us like housewarming gift, all this stuff, and we're talking. We're at the table, and they're talking about how they renovated their kitchen, and they're saying that they want to get like wallat. And so I'm like, wait, what do you want to get? And they're like, wallat. We need some wallat, da 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 da. And I'm like,
And we're just going
I'm
along with the
I'm
story,
just
like, okay.
So then Joe
whatever.
is like, so even Joe is like, wait, what did you say? And they're like, wallat. And I, for the life of me, I felt like I was like literally in a foreign country because I had no idea what they were saying. And then finally we realized it was fucking wall art and not wallat. And so after that moment, when I saw you guys and I saw all the lingo and the memes and all that stuff, I was like, oh my God, this is the best. This is amazing. And I would send them to Joe.
Yeah.
And then we would literally have episodes
And I think that
about
that right after that was when we started talking about you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of that one?
I have not.
Walleye. Yeah.
Use it.
Yeah.
Walleye.
You can use that one. So how did you guys get started with this
Yeah.
whole thing? I mean, you guys just went past like 75,000 followers just recently, right?
Nice.
So that's like huge. I mean, how long have you been doing this, and how'd you get started?
So we're on almost year 10.
Oh, wow.
And Erin started it, actually.
Yeah.
So if you want to take it.
Yeah, so I actually started on Twitter. I went to school in Pennsylvania, and I was the only person there from Rhode Island. So I would say things like carriage or shopping cart, and
Right.
different kind of Rhode Island lingo. And my friends would have no idea what in the world I was talking about. So then I just kind of started tweeting about it, and like Twitter was the time. So it's kind of grown from there, and then it was a secret from Russ at first, and then I eventually told him, and then he kind of started with the Instagram, and now that's kind of, we're more focusing on Instagram, I'd say. But
Yeah.
that's our evolution.
So 10 years ago, wow, on Twitter.
Now you guys are married.
Yes.
And how long have you guys been married for?
Almost a year. We got married in April.
Ah,
Okay.
Congratulations. We're kind of right around the
yeah,
same.
a year as well. But you guys have been together for how long?
About
10 years.
Yeah.
10, 11 years, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Wow.
Oh, so you like have
Sweethearts, so.
Oh, high school.
Cool. Good for
Okay.
you. So like ever since you've known each other, you've been doing
This.
That's actually
Pretty much,
college.
yeah.
basically. Wow. Cool.
Interesting. Now, what do you guys do? Because obviously, like this podcast isn't our main thing, right? You know, in terms of what we do. So, what do you guys do outside of the podcast? Because that's how I know you as. But what do you do?
I don't want to stray too far from here. I run like a lot of different social media accounts, freelance, that kind of stuff.
Oh, cool.
In my free time, and Erin's got totally different.
Yeah, I work actually in footwear, so for a company that like licenses brands and like manufactures shoes. So it's
Oh.
totally different. But
Totally normal. Totally normal. Good. You guys have kids?
no, we just had a puppy in August, so that's kind of like our kid.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. You guys look like really young too. You,
Thank
you-
you.
Thank you, take that.
In our 30s.
okay. Yeah. Good.
Man, high school sweethearts. I feel like that's another Rhode Island thing or New England thing because
Yeah, we know a few people.
I don't hear about that in
Parents. High school sweetheart.
your parents are
What?
high school sweethearts. Jeez.
Wow.
That's amazing to
awesome.
me because honestly, like I think I've probably only heard about that. I can honestly tell you one time, and that was like someone in Florida that lived like in the suburbs of Florida somewhere, you know, which makes sense to me. But like in like South Florida, like in the city or like in New York where I'm from, never do I hear anything like that. So that's a thing out here. It's a thing.
Yes, I definitely think it's more common. Like I didn't really think
Nobody
about it, but it
leaves.
makes
Like,
sense. Yeah,
you're
we
still
don't
around your high school friends.
Nobody leaves. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I noticed too. Like, and it's interesting because I know him only being outside of Rhode Island. I don't know him.
Oh, well, they don't really know. Like, so I'm originally from Rhode
Right.
Island, but the first time I moved was like 20 something years ago, and I moved to Orlando, Florida, and then I like kind of bounced around for like 15 years, and then I came back, and then about 5 years ago I moved back down to Florida, and then that's where we met, and then we just recently moved back here. It keeps pulling me
he
back.
keeps coming back,
pulling you
and
back.
then now he's bringing me with him.
Yeah,
I've left
yeah.
twice. So it's coming.
Oh, you have left. Where did you go?
I've been back both times.
Where'd you end up going?
I was working at a school in New Jersey for a while, and then I worked at like a high-end car dealership in like Greenwich, Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
okay.
So you didn't stray too far.
Yeah, no. Back here again. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, you always end up coming back. I don't know what it is. You have a lot of family out here, I'm assuming too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
all of it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like.
It really,
Yeah.
yeah, it really is interesting, especially for someone who knows nothing about Rhode Island. But the more that I am here and the more that I speak to people, I'm like, I feel like someone could write a book about Rhode Island and like people's lives out here and what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I literally went to like a bar for the first time last night and sat, and these people behind me had the most amazing story going on and how they were I was like, this is amazing. Like they
How
were
they were
just like, yeah, how they were speaking. They were so into it. And I was like, this could be a fucking book.
It's always like swearing, right? It's like, I lost my fucking keys
be a
the other
movie.
fucking night. My fucking
Yeah.
car keys are gone. I don't know. You know?
I love it. I love it.
Oh, man. So then it's like basically you're just like living your life, right? And then as days go by, you're like, oh, this thing just happened and it's in Rhode Island.
Yeah,
and
how
it's a
does that?
very
So it's
Rhode
like,
Island
so
thing.
so how often are you guys spending on this? Like in terms of like the amount of time that you guys spend posting, do it, and like I guess marketing or whatever else it is that you guys do for it.
I mean, the content kind of writes itself. We've been doing this for so long
Yeah.
that it's almost second nature to us at this point. But I mean, I would say a couple of hours a day.
Yeah.
As far as just kind of like running everything, planning stuff out, putting it all together.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, it's kind of like second nature at this point. Like it's just like, all right, it's this time, and just post this, or just every day. It's
But
just kind of part of our routine.
Yeah, but you guys are very consistent, though, right?
We try.
Yeah, we could probably learn a lot of things from you guys. I mean,
Yeah, that's why I'm asking these
we're about
questions.
a year into this podcast now, and this is our 31st episode, and I think we're doing pretty good. But we could probably do a little bit more, you know. But you know, with the kid and stuff, it's just like we can block off. Yeah, we can literally block off like 2 hours a week to like do this. And
Like
that's it.
nap time. This is what's happening right
Yeah,
now.
she's literally sleeping.
She's
right
napping.
now. Like, you know,
This is our life.
it's the only time we get.
Yeah, that's that. So, do you guys feel that there's maybe one person that contributes a little more than the other?
I'd say Russ probably does more
Yeah.
than I do. Like, we kind of pick and choose what we do, but Russ is all more the business side, and then I'll do more of like responding to comments and kind of just like the social aspect of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And speaking of like the business side, so you guys have like a membership card, right?
We do, yeah.
So explain
started
that.
last year. Actually, it's kind of an interesting story. It hit the pandemic, and right around the point when like everything was shut down, people kind of lost their jobs, businesses closing. We sort of realized that I don't forget how many followers we had. I think like maybe 60,000 on Instagram at that point, and just wanted to do something with that voice other than tell jokes. So we gathered kind of all these businesses that we've collaborated with or partnered with in the past, or even just DM back and forth about other stuff, and kind of got them all together, and we decided maybe we can like steer our following towards them. So we came up with this membership card idea that kind of promotes small business and local business and kind of supporting those people, and then rewarding our followers and kind of giving them some kind of financial incentive or savings for doing so they can kind of, so the business gets more attention and people save money. So it's kind of like it's a win-win.
Right.
Yeah, it's a win-win for everyone. Yeah, and it builds like it's kind of like building community, and it's like
Right.
everybody. Yeah, the restaurants win because whoever gets a membership card, maybe they didn't even know some of these restaurants existed, and then they get to go try them out.
Try something out for the first time.
Right.
Just kind of get your feet wet, or just even a new business that just started, or a business you never heard of that's been around for a long time.
Right. And
It's a nice way to kind of experience Rhode Island.
I also noticed that you guys have like a website where you like sell merchandise and stuff. I didn't realize you did that until I looked into it the other day. So like, what type of stuff do you sell on there? And
A little bit of everything.
Did-
I think we started mostly with t-shirts, but then I believe we have some tote bags, some like home stuff.
there's a lot of 401 stuff I saw on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the top seller. Everybody loves the area code. So
Yeah,
it's-
I love that.
We're working on stepping up our graphic design game.
Okay.
But yeah, we've got like a lot of different options on there. It's mostly kind of like little quick one hitters, little clips or memes that we can kind of turn into a T-shirt or a mug or a phone case or something.
Yeah. And how do they? What's your website again?
It's www.riprobz.com. So
Oh, easy. Okay, cool. Yeah, and then we'll repost this later, so that way everybody has the website. You know what I wanted to talk about too is I just noticed yesterday that you posted this thing about the fugitive guy found in Scotland, right? And I saw it on my phone, and I just saw it real quick earlier on in the day, and then I saw your post, and I was like, "What? This guy's from Rhode Island?"
Of course he is.
Of course, right. Of course he is.
So was that like on the
so
news
what happened?
too?
Yeah,
Like, I don't
right,
know
like,
that. I didn't read the
I don't
whole
know the
article.
whole story either. I just know he was found in Scotland.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the story.
Okay.
Might have helped him leave,
Yeah,
and
just-
then he just she played it off like he was dead.
Okay.
He was in Scotland, just doing his thing. I don't.
So all right. So you guys are clear. We're all not reporters here. We're not
Right.
journalists. It's just like
Right.
we saw this thing. This guy's from Rhode Island.
And
Crazy.
we're posting it. This
Yeah.
is hysterical.
Just like, of course, this guy's from Rhode Island.
Yeah.
He's still alive in Scotland. Like, I mean, how many times do you even hear like a story like that? And this guy's just like.
Right.
from Rhode Island.
Right. I like the other one the other day too. Which she has no idea anything about Star Wars. This has been coming up lately, the past 24
Yeah, I have no
hours.
idea.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. Right. Erin, do you know about Star Wars?
I'm not a little.
A little.
I'm
But she knows more than me. I
Okay,
have
yeah,
no idea.
she knows like literally nothing. She's like, what's the difference between Star Trek and Star Wars? No idea.
Who's
right?
Spock? Who's this? Who's that? I have no idea.
So, but I like the one that you posted the other day, which she won't even understand. Yeah. But it's the one with the snow, and it looks like you're like time traveling, like Star Wars. But see, I can't even do these like little things because she has no idea what I'm talking about. I could talk about like.
As a kid, like just imagine you're flying through space, and I was like, oh wait, other people do this too. It's a meme out of it.
Yeah.
No clue.
So, yeah, do you got any like something for us, like a I don't know, a Rhode Island saying that maybe
yes,
is not like on people's radar,
like a thing. Which, by the way, you guys don't even have like I don't even hear any accents.
Yeah, you don't really have accents.
Not really. My mom has a bad one. She's got a big Cranston accent. I just didn't pass it down to me somehow.
Yeah, like everybody in my family is the same way. Heavy accent. I have nothing. So, so then we just kind of like learn from them, I guess. Like learn to teach other people.
Clearly, I just can't speak it.
I can understand it.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's like with me and like Spanish, which is an actual other language, right? So it's like I can understand it, but I can't speak it. You know, like completely hysterical.
All right, yeah, but do you? Not to put you on the spot, do you got one?
I'm trying to think of what I've heard lately.
Because there are a lot, and I don't remember them. Like, if I sat and thought, I'd be like, oh, I don't know. But then you'd have to like go out, and then you hear people like the freaking wall out thing. I would never even.
Like pop into our head.
Yeah.
Like had a conversation with somebody or overheard somebody talking. We're like, oh, there's one. There's another
So I love this. Then this is like literally, you're just like dumping into Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and you're just like, there it is. See you later. Don't like next day, next. Yeah, and it's just so great.
It's a reflection of Rhode Island. It's in like meme form and joke form, but it's a reflection of Rhode Island and the culture of Rhode Island.
Yeah, and you guys are really becoming like that like everybody knows about you guys. You know, at least everybody that I follow on my personal account, like they know you guys.
We're a meme page now, but we are shooting to sort of become like a community kind of brand, and like our name is Rhode Island Problems. We make fun of Rhode Island, but we're also trying to like uplift and kind of build Rhode Island as best as we can through this platform.
Well, that is
good. That's
great.
Yeah, I kind of want to get into that more because as you guys were speaking, I'm like, I wonder what's your goal? You know, like do you got like where do you like foresee yourselves in like the next like 5 years with this? Because I know that for Joe and I, this podcast, it was something that Joe really wanted to do. I really never wanted to do it, and over, I guess, just time, I was just kind of like thinking and kind of like, all right, maybe I guess we could, you know? And so we started, and it just became this really cool thing where we get to hang out and talk about anything and just, you know, shoot the shit. And I know that I think you have in mind that you want to maybe go more with the podcast. And for me, I'm like, well, this is fun. You know, like I have a good time doing it, you know, right? So where are your thoughts on where you guys are at?
I don't know if we like know exactly where we want to go. I think to me, like we started to gain followers and we got a little bit of a voice, and then it was like, oh, hey, can you post like my lost dog, or you know, this kid ran away, can you help out like find him? So we started just kind of like helping with our voice.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
And then it got to like the point where we were able to work with like last year we did a T-shirt with Frog and Toad, and they sell it in
Frog
their
and
store.
Toad, remember that?
Yeah.
It's like the proceeds go to help. I think it's the UNICEF of Rhode Island to help like people with homelessness.
Oh wow.
Or struggling with that. So now we're able to sort of like fundraise money in a way with using our voice, and we're kind of just like following that path and seeing where it goes. I don't know if we have an exact idea of where that path goes, but
it doesn't just I think you're on the right track though, because it's like it's about like positivity and like helping people and stuff, and you've
understand that we have the voice, and
right.
We're starting to get the connections, and so with combining those two things and
use it in a positive way, right?
Yeah,
right.
So that's like the membership program is kind of another way. We try to use our voice and our following to positively impact, you know, other people in the community.
This actually is like a relief that you are who you are behind Rhode Island Probz, right? Because it could have been anybody. It literally could have been like some like bro like gamer or something that's just sits,
just just doing stuff.
Just like doesn't give a shit. They're like fucking Rhode Island sucks, and but it's great that you guys are behind it because you can transform this into like a positive thing for people. Even though a lot of the memes that you post are like kind of funny, like kind of making fun of people in Rhode Island, but like you got to make fun of yourself to like love yourself, I guess. Kind of.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Opportunity offender. I mean, we'll make fun of anything. We've made fun of ourselves plenty of times.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. Well, that's great that that's the direction that you're going in. And I feel like now that we kind of get to know you guys a little bit, I feel like we could like really like get into in-deep conversations and stuff.
Joe and I love
things,
in-depth conversations, especially Joe. I'm not sure if you've heard any of our episodes, but he can really go on a serious spiral.
I teeter on conspiracy sometimes.
He teeters on conspiracy. I don't know how you guys are, but he really goes there. That's for sure.
Yeah. What part of Rhode Island you guys in?
Right now we're in Pawtucket.
Oh, okay.
Now that's like that's like what, like everything's like 15 minutes away.
It's literally,
so
it's like 20 minutes. We're on like the East Greenwich area over there. So
Way too far.
yeah, that's like
that's far. It's far for you, right?
That's a good one, right? It's like anything that's like past 15 minutes in Rhode Island is like, fuck it, I'm not driving all the way out there.
Everyone's like that out here. Everyone.
My aunt lives in California, and she'll drive an hour and a half to go to dinner.
Yeah.
We used to do that all the time.
We did that in Miami.
States over in an hour and a half. What am I doing? But
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Oh, man.
So, have you guys heard any of the episodes?
It's okay.
That's fine if you don't.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Not a lot of people have.
Yeah, it's fine. So one of the things that actually then in our last episode, actually, we were focusing and talking a lot about truth and just basically I guess how we look at it as being important to just always live based on the truth. But
the avoidance of truth.
Right, the avoidance of truth, actually, yes. You're right. So we got into that whole entire thing, and we shared some thoughts, but I kind of want to know where you guys fit just with that topic in terms of, like, the avoidance of truth and how the majority of society, or just many people in the world, have this thing with avoiding the truth, and why, you know?
Like they're like inner truth, or just like it's too much for them to even like think about, even though they could benefit from it if they just took the time to understand either themselves or whatever. This is a really deep question that you just asked.
I know. I'm sorry. It just came up, and then I went with it. You know.
Ties into us poking fun at ourselves or the state.
Right.
And then some people do get offended or mad at us, and especially because there's no face to our brand, really.
Right.
They kind of can just say what they want to say, even if they just, took a step and listened. Or at one point, I think we were sharing some things about vaccinations, and that caused a lot of trouble.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Negative feedback, but gotta kind of take it with a grain of salt. I guess that's just one example.
Right. Yeah. You're never gonna make everybody happy, right? So.
Right.
No, there's no way.
Impossible.
That's the one thing
Yeah.
you learn through the internet is there's no chance you're making everybody happy.
So actually, that's kind of surprising. I didn't think that you guys would get like hate mail and stuff like that, but I guess
Haters, yeah.
It's been like a learning curve of how to kind of just brush it off and get a thicker skin. That's been definitely more of a thing for me than it is for Russ. So.
Yeah. Oh, why, Russ? You're having a harder time with it, or?
No, I think he's like whatever.
Oh, okay.
Thicker skin
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
doesn't really bother me at all.
Erin's like, oh, maybe we shouldn't post that.
Aaron kind of like, wait a minute.
But I'm like that too, even just with, like, we don't really talk about our, like, what we're going to get into on our episodes. We have no idea. We just do it when we're in it. But there are some times when we do, and you'll bring up a topic, and I'm like, I don't know if we, or like you'll say something in the podcast that I feel like in society, it's like a really big deal. And I'm like, like, because I don't know, we got to be careful.
Well,
I can see that. I feel like we do that sometimes with like what one posts and then the other one sees it and we're like, I don't know. If
maybe you shouldn't have done that. Yeah. Already too late, right?
Put it out there. It's, oh well.
Yeah. Well, also because Aaliyah is
Oh, yeah.
a therapist, so like we have this disclaimer at the beginning. You know, she's just like this podcast is just kind of her living her personal life and
True
having fun
life,
or whatever.
just having a blast.
And,
Yeah,
but
it's
then she's
but
got
it's
a professional life, so we kind of have.
I have to balance.
Yeah, we can't.
I have
be
to balance.
Too, yeah, on one side.
Which is
or
why I
the
didn't want to do the podcast to begin with. Actually,
yeah.
which was the main reason why I didn't. And then I was like, if I'm doing this, then I have to figure out a way to balance this on some level. So that's why for me, it's like sometimes I'm like, ugh, I don't know, you know.
And honestly, getting back to like the people in Rhode Island, like I really do feel like you're doing a great job with like helping people. But is it just me? Or is it like just me and everybody I know that think a lot of people in Rhode Island are fucked up? Right? I hear it all the time. So I'm not like saying something that I think people from Rhode Island aren't like.
Place. Because it's so small, we kind of get asked this question a lot of like what's so special about Rhode Island or unique about it. And like, if you think about, again, like California, the Southern California is totally different from Northern California. Where like Rhode Island, we're all experiencing the same thing, the same weather, the same events. It's even the same restaurants. Like we're all eating at the same places.
Yeah.
So like we all know like have the same experience of the state. Whereas like a bigger state like a Texas or even a Florida, their experience is different. They can't relate to each other as well as we can. So
Yeah.
Which makes it a little bit interesting.
That's a good point.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
Something that I brought up to Joe is also the because I have a practice out here in Rhode Island and I also still have my practice in Florida. So I mean, mental health is not like there's no stereotype, right? There's no judgment. Mental health will go to anyone, you know. So it is what it is on that capacity. But I've noticed that when I came here, the increase, I believe, just in the crisis situations, and crisis meaning like just higher level of depression or this or that, that I'm finding out here versus Florida. And so I would think about that because I'm like, why is that? Like, this is very interesting to me. And then as we talked about it, it kind of like, I was like, all right, well, Rhode Island's really small. And so that means, like everyone basically knows everyone to some degree, you know, like everyone's connected. So I'm wondering that if because of that, maybe the resistance of people even seeking out help is probably going to be a little less, because why would they go seek out help to someone who, let's say they went to high school with so-and-so and blah, 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 and stuff like that. Right. You know, like, so that I thought about that. In Florida, the chances of you knowing a therapist or knowing it's like slim. It's just not slim, you know? There's just too many, it's too big. Then I thought the weather being another one, right?
Now
especially
she's starting
in the winter.
to experience.
I'm experiencing some too, because I'm like, well, I'm experiencing it not even from other people's lenses, but from mine, because I'm here and I'm like, damn, I can understand why depression would increase out here, especially in the winter. That makes total sense to me. Because I'm like, where do you go? What are you doing? Today's like 17 degrees. Who the hell wants to leave that? It's freezing, you know? Like, why would you? But in Florida, not saying that there's no depression out there, right? But I think there's more to do in terms of like my coping skills that I'm giving people right now out here are so limited. And like they really are. Because in Florida, I was like, go for a bike ride, go do this, blah, 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 all these things. And I'm literally, as a therapist, I'm like, damn, what else can I fucking tell people?
Go rock
I'm like,
climbing.
I don't even know. Right. Like, especially now, you know? So.
Yeah, you gotta keep busy. It's tough.
Yeah.
Go play in the snow. Get your mind going. Build a snowman.
Something. It's interesting. So yeah, so I kind of, with you guys being from here, and not maybe looking at it from like a clinical standpoint, but just from just what you guys have noticed, just living out here, people and stuff like that, what do you see in terms of the levels of maybe mental health or depression or anything like that out here?
Yeah. I feel like it could, as small as we are, I feel like it's a blessing and a curse, because in one hand, you can almost consider it like a family, and like that's why we feel so connected to each other. But like you said, I feel like everywhere you go, this person could know this person, and what if they judge me based on that relationship? So I feel like there's a lot of like anxiety around that. Or if, you know, you say you're don't have a good relationship with somebody and then you try to get a job, or like it can really affect you. And in other states that might not be the case. You just move on, and it's kind of like a tangled web.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
Sorry, I was just looking to see if there was any questions. I mean, you guys got a lot of people following you guys. A lot of people love you guys. I'll tell you that. How do I get rid of this now? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool.
If you add up and assume that like nobody on Twitter also follows us on Facebook and Instagram, and that everyone's individual, we're at 225,000 followers total, which would be about 20% of the state of Rhode Island.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in Rhode Island, why wouldn't you follow you guys? It's like a must. It's like, just moved to Rhode Island, got to follow Rhode Island Probz. Like,
Come learn the culture.
yeah, that's how Aaliyah's learning.
There's even a guy, I'll give him a shout out. I think his name is Randall, who he lives in California, loves Rhode Island. There's a big fan of Rhode Island, and he follows us just to kind of learn about Rhode Island and the culture of Rhode Island. He's never even been here. He just lives in California.
He just thinks it's interesting. There was actually a guy there that said something about that he used to live here and then he moved to Dallas, but he still like follows you guys or something like that.
Most people too. Everybody either transplants or people that moved here from somewhere else just to learn about the state. So it's interesting. It's something to think about.
Must be a very interesting state. You never like think about this like growing up here though, right? You're just like, whatever, Rhode Island. But yeah, and then when you move out of the state, like I moved out when I was younger, so I still had an accent. So like people would ask me about my accent all the time, and I think that's when I stopped it. I was like, oh, I don't like. But it was like they really liked it. People outside of Rhode Island actually like the accent. They think it's interesting.
So I get mixed reviews from people. Like, so when because I'm learning and I'm, trying to kind of stay, with the in terms of the lingo out here, I'll bring it to, my friends in New York, and I'll spit, right? And anytime maybe it's just because it's coming from me, so it doesn't sound, I guess, authentic because it's just not my thing, so they're like, let's just not do that,
Just
right?
pronounce your R's.
Right. But maybe if it's coming from someone who actually like is from Rhode Island, they'd be like, yeah, because I actually like the accent.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I actually like it. Like, I don't even say this stuff to make fun of it. I actually love it. Yeah.
I think to speak it like fluently, there needs to be like a little bit of authenticity to it. So
Right.
If you're like paying attention to the R's and like not pronouncing them, you have to almost speak it as if you don't know the letter R exists.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, instead of trying to think of the word and then dropping the R.
And you have to like speak with like a passion and like a finalness of it. Like that's the fucking answer, even though you have no idea, right?
Pronounce things in ways that don't make sense. Like add ER to a word that has no business.
Right.
Like ER.
And you got to swear a lot too, apparently, to really make it seem authentic. So,
A lot of hand motion. Like,
a lot of hands. Yeah. And then when I come back here, I just start talking like this, and then remember, because there was a time where I was like traveling back and forth. And I was coming back here like once a month, right?
From Florida,
And I'd come back down there, and they'd be like, "What are you saying, man? Like, you're like talking this other language. You were just up there for 3 days, and then you're like
3 days.
speaking this other language."
3 days. Well, it's actually interesting too because when we first met, remember when I came out here to visit you when we were like long distance dating and it was like Memorial Day weekend or something.
Yeah.
And so I met his friends for like the first time, and so I'm there. After that weekend, I remember you telling me that one of your friends, because I was like, oh, like, how'd your friends like me, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, they like you. So-and-so said that, like, you, like, cursed a lot. And I was like, I curse a lot?
Oh yeah.
I curse a lot? And so now
Somebody
I'm like...
from Rhode Island was saying
someone
she cursed
from Rhode Island said that I cursed a lot. And so then now that I live here, I'm like, is he fucking serious? Because everybody...
when it's in our dialect, you don't even notice it's there.
Yeah. You can't even.
It like stands out way more.
Right. Did you guys ever notice that? All right, so like I've done a breakdown of the Rhode Island language. That's why I was super interested when Aaliyah brought you guys to me. But it's like they replaced the R's with, hold on, like they'd say saw, like sawing something, but then you also saw something. So you like, but no, when you saw, they bring the R in where it doesn't need to be.
Like it's all I saw. I can't even
Yeah, I saw the car,
It doesn't work. You just say it out loud quickly.
but I'm just sawing a piece of wood. But it's the exact. It's like the. Well, no, there was another example that I had where they took an R from one word and put it on the other word.
They
and
left
took
it out.
Yeah.
But what?
Soda.
Soda.
Yes, soda. Yeah. And then soda. Yeah. Anyway.
What's the difference between, because whenever I compare Boston accents to Rhode Island, I feel like I get like facial expressions where people are like, "Whoa, hey," like it's like
There is a slight
apparently there's a difference. What's the difference?
Boston's like a little harsher.
I feel like Boston sounds like you're trying too hard, and Rhode Island just sounds like you don't give a shit.
Ah.
I just don't care.
Yeah, because they'll say Boston, right?
Yeah,
And-
it's like hard. Like most
Boston, and we'll just say Boston. Boston.
Okay, it's like softer here, more so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Well, so actually, real quick, like, is there? I like to get to know people, and I just said this last time. You guys got a little bit of time?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, like, what are your interests outside of this? Like, what do you guys?
Like,
You
do
guys
for
have
fun
like
outside of it,
hobbies
yeah.
or something, or?
Me or you? Me? Okay. I don't have a ton of hobbies. That's like I'm kind of working on that. I feel
Uh-huh.
like that's like my goal is to like find something.
Find something you love doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do like Disney though. That's kind of like learning about that history of that. I worked there for a little bit, so it's just kind of like been a part of me
Really?
for a while.
So you're like really into like the whole, like, what part of Disney
Right.
are
Like
you
what?
into?
Yeah. Like explain that more.
The history of it, or?
The history of it and
history.
like how it came to be, and
Yeah.
just like those practices and just like how it's grown and their business and just kind of. I've always been like a Walt Disney like nerd in a way, just kind of him in particular.
So hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Any other wall in this room, there'd be a Disney thing on it. Just
Oh,
Oh,
really?
really? Okay.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. All right, is Walt Disney frozen somewhere, or his head?
I've heard that there is like I don't know what it's called, like a mausoleum or something. So I don't know for sure.
Hold on, this is a conspiracy. It is. I thought it was true. I thought he really was somewhere.
That's actually a conspiracy. for
Conspiracy.
It's a
see?
conspiracy.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I really thought that he was somewhere.
He
I
told
don't
me
know.
this one day, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Wait, hold on. He's frozen somewhere." And Joe's like, "Yeah, let's
what I heard.
look it up." And I was like,
I never looked it up, so I just assumed this.
What is it? Can you just actually share? Because when you were saying that you are interested in the history of it, my thought was, I don't know the history of it. So just briefly, what is the history of Disney in terms of how it came together?
Oh man, you're really putting her on the spot.
just in like a short form.
Yeah.
Is that there were no clean amusement parks to like take a family back in the day in like the 50s. It was just kind of like gross and just nothing
Like
there's-
carny places, right? Like
just
yeah.
kinda like a little trashy, just felt uncomfortable. That was kind of the original idea, to have a place where everybody could be together and actually have fun and
Yeah.
not feel gross.
I mean, from what I know is like Walt Disney was like a genuine, like he was a very caring, like he really wanted to build this place that was in his mind, you know? And now I feel like it's kind of turned into like some money machine now at this point, but like, you know, originally what it was based on was, I think, real genuine like love of just creation. Yeah.
I'm glad you did that. The happiest place on earth. So I was actually, no, I'm glad you did, because so I went to Disney. This is like a long time ago that I was at Disney, years ago. And I went with a bunch of friends. And before we were getting there, I was like, this is exciting, Disney, woo, right? And then we get there. Now we're Florida residents, so we get, I guess, some discount, right? But I'm still paying $120, let's say, for one single admission ticket, right? Okay. Now I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, this is bullshit. Like $120 for it, right? And I'm a Florida resident, okay? So that's happening. Then you walk in the park And it's like, well, now I got like, okay, so everything to eat is like $50, okay? Then it's like, and then there's only like certain, this is when I used to smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke anymore. But then when I smoke cigarettes, you can't smoke in the happiest place. There's designated areas where you could smoke. So I was like, this is bullshit. Then the drinking, something with the alcohol happened too. It was like, you can only like, they only have alcohol at certain places. I don't know. But I remember...
It's for kids, Aaliyah. It's for kids.
I remember literally being absolutely so fucking pissed, me and my friend, that the whole entire rest of the day, we were like, Disney is dead to us. I was going to blog about it. I swear, like I had a whole thing. I was like, I'm going to write Disney a fucking email because I was so upset. But,
well, that's a good point. I think
happiest place on earth.
Maybe this is why they started to build like the Universal Studios, which is more adult friendly, I think, and stuff like that. You know? Or Epcot. That's where you needed to go.
Epcot.
Yeah, you go around the world, get blasted.
You know, I've never been to Epcot, actually.
What?
Yeah, I've never.
I think that's my favorite.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
It's like an adult favorite. It's like you get to taste the foods and stuff like that, right?
Wait, did you go as adults or as kids? Yeah, see, I feel like Epcot didn't have any rides, so when I was a kid, I was like...
Yeah, it's kind of like...
They do have rides. They're like stupid rides, though. It's like the racetrack thing, I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the spaceship launch thing. But they're like literally rides from like 1960. Like they're like whatever. It's like this old like fucking metal thing.
So, Russ, what do you like to do?
I would say I'm big into cars, big into sports. I like to cook a little bit, but I think sports and cars are my two main. Maybe video games, throw those in there.
Okay,
what type of car? What type of car?
Okay, you can go with cars first.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll go cars.
Like the classic, like muscle cars. My dad has always collected and kind of bought and sold those. So I've been around those my whole life.
So you know how to like work on the engines and stuff like that. You know how to do all that stuff.
Sort of, with help.
Yeah.
I'm not a mechanic. Let's put it that way. But
Okay.
I can do some stuff.
Oil change. That's more than I could do. So.
Now, what sports do you like? This is a big question for me because I'm actually obsessed with one sport in particular, so I'm wondering.
I don't know if there's a sport I don't like, but basketball and then auto racing because it kind of combines the cars and sports.
You're not a big Patriots fan?
I'm a huge Patriots fan.
Okay.
All right. What about UFC?
I would say it's probably the least. I don't really like...
You're really letting her down now.
Really?
She is a big MMA fan.
Huge.
But I guess I just never got into it as a kid, and then like I'm starting to get into it now, but it wasn't there when I was growing up. So like I didn't have anybody to look up to and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Oh my God. Get into it now.
She was just dying for you to be like, oh, I love MMA.
I was
and
because
then she was gonna go off.
I was gonna go off. We were gonna have a whole other conversation.
That just cut
fights.
the podcast and like 30 minutes off right there.
So somehow I missed the boat on that one.
Yeah. Well, now your fault. Now yours. You know, she just became obsessed with this over the past like 2 years. Like, we've only known each other for a little over 3 years.
3 years. Right? We've known each other for 3.5 years, and we've been married for 1 year, and we have a 2-year-old baby.
Yeah, we really like no time to waste. And we have a podcast.
And we have a podcast, right?
Yeah, she's really got obsessed, and then there was a fighter down in Miami when we lived there, and
don't say anything.
She really got obsessed with. But now he loses all the time.
Don't say that. He doesn't lose all the time. He's just having a hard go. Shout out to Jorge Masvidal.
Oh, and she literally like DMs him and shit.
So this is the thing. This is the thing. Okay, so all I'm asking is to just post my story just once, or just, acknowledge that. That's my goal.
Repost.
So I've literally have added Jorge Masvidal, Game Bred Fighter. I've added him so many times for so many things, and still nothing. Then recently I added Colby Covington, because that's another one, because the fight's coming up, and still I got nothing. But that's literally this is a goal of mine, is to get reposted.
You're trying too hard. You're trying too hard. You just gotta let it go.
I know.
Don't worry.
Because one time, like, I've posted a few things about, like, people. Whole Foods reposted something.
I
that
know.
posted, yeah.
Like, no one reposts my shit. I'm not.
She's never going to repost by, like, somebody, like.
Never. No one's ever. And I, like, it takes me, like.
A lot of pressure on us right now.
Oh, my God.
This is what's happening now.
Hold on.
We got the. So okay, so this is our life. So this is a common thing that happens. We do our podcast during nap time. Our daughter's upstairs sleeping. We also have a Mastiff, who's like a 110-pound Mastiff. He's great, but he'll bark if he sees someone outside, and then we have to leave the podcast, run upstairs, get the dog, tell him to be quiet, and come back down and resume things. That's our life.
Family life.
What kind of dog do you guys have?
We have a sheepadoodle.
Oh, what's
He's
that?
half poodle and half Old English sheepdog.
Whoa, is he, like, big?
She actually just got a haircut today,
so
so
now
she looks a
she's
lot
more-
smaller.
Oh, it's a girl. What's her name?
Her name is Waffles.
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 How
Little
cute.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
How cute. Was she a rescue or no?
No. I would have loved to rescue a dog, but Erin is allergic to dogs, so we had to get a certain type of
Hypoallergenic, yeah.
Yeah.
So we ended up going through a breeder.
And he doesn't shed or any. I mean, she doesn't shed or anything.
No, it's
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
Really?
that's great.
Low maintenance.
Yeah, you're always like you might hear him like fumble down the
Tic-tac.
stairs
He
here.
taps. His nails just tap everywhere.
He's like 110 pounds and he just is scared of everything and
But he loves Rhode Island, actually. That's actually... Yeah, no. And that's like a true story. So when we
That is
lived
true.
I got him when we lived in Fort Lauderdale. So it was just him and I. And he had so much anxiety that when I tell you, like, when trucks would come... I don't know if you hear him, but he's really big right now. He's coming
here he
down.
comes. He's like falling down the stairs.
Yeah,
Come here,
yeah.
buddy.
So when trucks come, he would like pull, because he would try and hide underneath cars. So he would drag me with him. He has literally pulled me. I've flipped in the air. I mean, it's been a whole thing. Like, he's petrified of life. We moved out here and we bought a house. You know, we have space now. We got a yard, all this stuff. It's quiet. We live in like the woods, you know, it's like nature. And this guy is living his fucking dog life like I've never seen him live his life before. He has no anxiety now. He wants to be out in the cold forever. He's having a blast. Blast.
Awesome.
He
Yeah, no.
he literally just like laid in the snow for like 3
Hours.
hours the other day. Like just was there.
Waffle just had her first snowstorm, and that's all she did. Just
Yeah.
down and just sat there. Like, this is great.
They're running through it. They love it.
They love it.
There he goes.
So cute. I love it.
Well,
All right.
well, listen, I'm super excited that you guys wanted to come on here and
Yes.
chat with us. You guys seem like amazing people,
You do.
and
Oh,
you have like
thank you.
you have like a good head. This is like I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't expect this. I thought it was gonna be like,
Mixed reaction.
Yeah.
you know, we
I
kind of
actually had
talked
no
a little
idea.
bit though. I talked to Russell a little bit, and you know, I kind of got an idea of like, all right, they're not like crazy people or anything, right? Like, but I had didn't know what to expect, but.
Our faces on purpose. I mean, the idea, at least from Rhode Island Probz perspective, is that if you're following us, you're kind of following a brand or
A brand, yeah.
a
Yeah.
company, and not necessarily an individual.
Right.
Yeah.
So we don't really put our faces out there.
But it is good for people to understand, like, who is behind all this. It's like good people that, like, actually care about their community and want to raise it up to another level.
Yeah.
And you're just, like, doing your part. Like, it's awesome. So kudos to that.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, we should totally maybe do this again, you know? Like,
Absolutely.
We
Yeah.
should on like an episode where it's like on like a specific episode
Yeah,
where we're like
yeah.
talking about like the nitty gritty stuff.
and
that
then
we-
who knows what'll come out tomorrow. I mean, we got a fugitive in Scotland, you know. We just if we have anything about Rhode Island that like pops up, which could happen at any moment, you know, we'll be like, all right, let's.
Archiving it the way that we do, kind of like the weird news, you really start to pick up on like all the crazy shit that happens. It's just like just random cows running down the street and like other things like just.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you guys must see it all because you're like staying on top of that stuff to kind of
Right,
like
right,
see
right.
what. Yeah, so
I will say the one thing that I also love that you guys post that oddly enough, I already understand, and I've only been here since August. But when you guys post like the like West Warwick, Coventry, and it's like it was like different Christmas trees for each area, I was like, I understand this. This makes sense. Like, and then when I saw West Warwick, I was like, oh, this, because anytime I mention West Warwick, no disrespect to anybody in West Warwick, because I don't know shit, but anytime I mention West Warwick to someone and I'm like, oh, it's out in West Warwick, people's faces. It's like, yeah, and I'm like, what's...
They're all like 25 feet from each other, so how different can they really be? But
Yo, you know what? Like, I mean, if you go through West Warwick now, it's like it's got potential. There's like the old mills and stuff that they're turning into condos and
nice.
stuff. But it's like you're just over there, right?
you just leave no West Warwick, your whole, yeah, change the name, rebrand.
Yeah.
Fucking wild. All right.
Well, all right.
Thank you guys so much
Awesome.
for being here. I loved meeting you guys. Loved it.
Last, real quick, just throw out your like website and stuff.
So I guess it's www.riprobz.com, and if you're interested in our membership cards, it's just www.riprobz.com/membership.
Okay, and people can hit you up on the Instagram, like DM and stuff. You guys seem to be, you guys seem to be right on top of it.
Probz. Twitter is RIProbz, and so is Facebook. With a Z at the end. So.
Probz with the Z. Yeah. Awesome.
Got it.
Hey, it was nice meeting you guys.
Nice meeting you guys.
Guys, thanks for having us.
All right, we'll talk to you
Bye.
soon. Bye.
That was
Man.
good.
Yeah, that was way like different than I thought it was gonna be. I really did think that it could possibly be like just some guy that just like hates Rhode Island.
Well, no, you told me what you told me. So first you told me they were married, right? And I was like,
yeah.
oh,
Once
okay,
I found
cool.
that out, I was like, all right.
But then I feel like we had a conversation that they could have been like an older couple, like older, like
Yeah,
older than us,
yeah.
like 60 or something like that.
Yep.
And because I remember you were like, what if they're like really old? I was
Well,
like,
they're on
I don't know.
Instagram, so they knew. They
Yeah,
got,
I was like, I mean,
I knew that
then they're really old.
I didn't think they were going to be like old, but then, they could have been like. Actually, they ended up being great people.
Yeah,
and
that was great.
Now that I know them, I was like, yeah, that makes sense that they're doing this.
Yeah.
Right. And it's great that they're trying to like build up the community. Because obviously that's what we're always trying to do too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more on a individual basis or local. They're kind of like statewide, but
Right.
yeah. There's even another one called that I just started following them. They're Newport Buzz.
Newport Buzz, but
Yeah.
that's just primarily focused then just about Newport, I'm assuming.
Right. So I wonder if like maybe we could start our own. We could do like
I don't
want
wanna
to
do that.
Greenwich fucking.
I don't want to do that.
Cruising or something.
I don't want to do it. Okay, we got enough shit. I got this podcast. I'm done. Got a job. It's too much.
Man.
It's too much.
So baby's still sleeping.
Baby's
is there
still
anything you
sleeping.
want to like? We talked about the truth thing. I'm still into all that.
I don't wanna
obviously.
talk about it.
I don't want to get into it.
I don't want to get you going. What I do want to know is for anyone who's watching this right now, if you're in Rhode Island, can someone please let me know if the fucking mask mandate is still going? I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm confused. We don't watch the news. I don't know what's happening. There's some people wearing, some people not. I don't know.
Aaliyah's such a rule.
I
follower.
like to follow the rules, and so I just need someone to tell me so then I can continue to follow the rule.
She comes the other day and she's like, I went to the store and most people were wearing the mask, but there were some people that weren't. So is the mask mandate over? I was like, no, those people just don't give a fuck.
I don't know. And actually, there were 3 people specifically who didn't have the mask, but everybody else did. See, if it was an even mixture, I'd be like, okay, this is like, but it was just 3 people.
Those 3 people just don't give a shit.
So maybe they just don't give a shit.
That's what it was.
But then I walked into the jewelry place today. I didn't even wear my mask, and no one had it on. So I said, "Fuck it."
Yeah, it's
So
a
I
weird.
guess it's over. I don't know.
It probably isn't, but like I think businesses are doing what they should be doing and taking things into their own hands and being like, listen, like, actually, so they just did a vaccine mandate. Like a vaccine card mandate in Minnesota, right? So I have a couple friends that own nightclubs and stuff out there, and they're posting, and they're saying like, well, unless you're gonna fucking send a state paid employee to stand in front of my fucking door and check that shit, fuck your shit. And they're not doing it, you know? And I think that's kind of what people are doing out here too.
I mean, when it comes to I mean, like when we were at the bar last night, that place that I went to,
Everybody had masks on last night?
no one had masks on.
so-
There were people walking into it with the mask, and then they like took it off because maybe they're confused like me. Maybe they don't know who's doing
definitely
the
what-
mask mandate and who's not. So everyone's just like confused.
That's definitely what you did, though. You were fumbling around trying to find your mask just before you walked in the door, and then you're like, oh, I don't have to wear it.
Actually, I did not do it for that bar because by the time I got there, I was already tipsy a little bit from the wine I had at dinner.
Oh, what?
But-
Tipsy off of alcohol means you can't die from corona?
But when I walked into the restaurant, I did put my mask on out of respect and to follow the rules.
Well, I went to the dentist last week, and they got this whole thing that they're just like, you fill out this fucking form about corona and shit, and then you get in the chair finally, and then they got this more shit you got to go through on the computer, and she's like, are you vaccinated? I'm like, no, and she's like, oh, well, okay. So then she like literally puts like on another mask, and she's like, well, we're just gonna open this window. She opens the fucking window, and then they turn this like sanitation device thing on like high, and I'm like, I go, what are like people that aren't vaccinated? They like carry more corona or something.
Right.
It's like gonna hit you harder. Like I don't know. Like
Everyone's getting it. Yeah.
oh man.
I'm just actually glad. Well, a couple things. One, and I don't know if anybody else feels like this, but I will say, and I do know, like I'm glad that we got it already recently. So now it's like, because honestly, I gotta tell you, I feel like I got some super.
You're feeling great now, right?
I almost feel like I'm like invincible. Like I'm walking out and I'm like, yeah, like I just fucking
I got a
over
force
this shit.
field around me.
I just got over that. Yeah, I'm like, I am just doing it right now.
She doesn't even care about COVID tests anymore.
I'm not even
She's like,
caring right now because we just
don't
had
need to
it,
pay
you
for
know?
those things anymore.
Needless to say, I'm also extremely thankful and grateful that we did not have any kind of like
Right,
an awful
right, for
reaction
sure.
to it. We actually were all healthy, thank goodness. But I'm feeling like really pretty good right now. I have never not cared about not wearing. I have since COVID has started, I haven't cared less about not having my mask on and other people not having a mask on and getting tested like I do right now.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I
as
don't
you
care.
should. I mean, like, the more people that get it, it's pretty common sense of like how this is playing out, but there's a lot of people that watch a lot of news and they're just like,
We don't
they're
watch the
telling
news.
us that we have to do this.
We have no
but it
idea what's
doesn't
on the
make
news.
sense, like some of the stuff doesn't make sense. So, just stay healthy, take care of yourself. If you got corona already, your immune system is boosted.
Take
after
vitamins.
that.
Take a lot of vitamins. That's
D,
what
C.
we did. We actually. So we're a family. Just to let you. So just to give a bigger picture too about this COVID thing as well. So I actually have a autoimmune disease, and Joe doesn't have. I mean, you have like stomach stuff, and stuff like that. But so I guess my autoimmune disease, it wouldn't be on like a high level one where it's like, oh, okay, this is really serious. But I still have, I guess, something in terms of some kind of medical
inflammation
history,
and
right?
stuff,
Lots
yeah.
of inflammation. So what we've been doing as a family, everybody in this family takes vitamin D. Everybody in this family takes vitamin C. There's probiotics. There's like, we got everything, like we have a cabinet filled.
This guy.
And I don't, and we're also healthy. Like we try and eat healthy and we try and, try and work out or try and just stay active as much as we can. So I'm not sure if all those things combined is also what helped us out in terms of not, being as sick. I'm also
Definitely
vaccinated.
did because I'm not vaccinated.
Right. So I'm also vaccinated and you're not. So, but you were sick longer than I was. But that was it.
Yeah, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, maybe some people that if somebody else that had it the same
That's what
way
I'm
I
saying,
did,
like, it
they
might be
have
different.
They might have thought it was really bad, but
Right, exactly.
I was like,
exactly.
a
That's the thing,
couple
is that-
days. I was definitely not feeling good, but like it wasn't like death was taking over.
You just don't know how it's going to go. And I think that's what people are focusing on. Like my
scared.
dad.
Yeah,
that's
fearful.
what everyone's focusing on, is that you just don't know what's going to happen. Because I can't tell you, in the last week, I have heard probably about 4 people tell me that someone, their aunt or uncle or someone, just passed away from COVID. And I'm
Yeah.
like, geez, man. Like, it's just like really like, but then like, then you have us and we just like, so it's like you just don't.
But I will
don't
say,
know.
I think there's no escaping at this point in the game because, like, everybody and their sisters, especially out here in Rhode Island. I think I mentioned this last time, but like, dude, Rhode Island is the second highest vaccinated state, and we are the highest of COVID infections. So what does that really say? It's like, it doesn't matter
last
whether
night when I was at that bar, because nobody seemed to care.
Well, I think people thought, like what they originally said, you get the vaccine, you don't have to worry about it. So everybody said they get the vaccine, then they don't worry about it, and then they're still catching it, and then it is what it is.
Actually, I do want to be clear, because I watched the old footage of when Biden did actually state, when you have the vaccine, get the vaccine. When the vaccine first came out, get the vaccine and you will not get infected. It was actually stated that way. I
people from the CDC were saying, all kinds of people. The news was saying.
So that's how I live my life. I got vaccinated.
Yeah.
And I still got COVID.
I didn't get vaccinated, and I still got COVID. And here we are.
So I don't know
Still
what's gonna
alive.
happen.
But yes, you're right. There are people with comorbidities that or pre-existing conditions and stuff that, it's definitely, you don't want to get it. Just like, you wouldn't want to get a serious flu if you had, cancer or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, again, and
not a
I'm
good
not
thing.
like dismissing the severity of COVID, but
for sure.
but to be honest, I actually felt worse when I had the flu.
Yeah.
I will say that. The flu kicked my ass.
Yeah, it is interesting though. It did seem to there was I got to a point where I was like 90%, 95% like,
and then
fucking
it
feeling
creeps
good.
up on you.
And it's just every other day, maybe you'd be like, and then like some phlegm comes up.
Yep.
It kind of like lingered on for like a week.
It lingers.
But,
and then you think you're okay. So you're like, okay, I feel good. And then
then you go do some like activity and you'd be like
fucks you up.
wiped out the next
Energy's
day.
gone.
Yeah. It was a little strange, but yeah, it's all good.
All right.
Anyways, I'm kind of chilly down here.
Yeah, it's freezing down here since we're like in the dungeon in our homemade studio.
But yeah, so Rhode Island Probz.
Rhode Island
What was it? They already said the website. We'll post it on here too.
Yep.
And if you just found out about Convenient Truth,
check us out. Check out our podcast.
Follow us. We have all of our podcasts in our link.
And you can also go to Apple Podcasts, because we're all over Apple and we're all over Spotify. So it's A Convenient Truth, and we talk about just about really anything. A lot of COVID when COVID hit, a lot of politics, especially when Trump was in. A lot of
those were exciting times.
That was an exciting time. I will say that.
But he does have his new. We keep talking about it.
His app is coming out.
Platform.
His app is coming out.
We're gonna try that out.
Yeah,
we'll see where that.
We
goes.
have to see where that goes.
Yeah, and
So check us out, and stay in tune.
Well, also we go into depth into a lot of mental health stuff.
Oh,
too,
we talk a lot about mental health. Yeah, we talk a lot about mental health, a lot about parenting.
Parenting, yep.
Everything.
Like all parenting, we know nothing about, but we're figuring it out as we go along. So we just talk about that, and that's it. Yeah. So okay, cool, great podcast.
Bye, everyone.
Because I always have to rate it at the end.
I don't know why you do that. It's so annoying.
It's like,
bye, everyone. Thanks for checking us out.
All right, love you
Thanks
guys.
for Rhode Island Probz.
Bye.